Mets Therapy Recap. Andrew Claudio here. Game 99 of the baseball season is in the books. The Mets honored David Wright at Citi Field today by giving up 5 runs and having some perceived success, but not eventually accomplishing their final goal. That is the most bitter, therapized thing I can say in this, because their issues with runners in scoring position, that anybody that doesn't think that is a big deal is just not an intelligent person at this point, continue to rear their ugly head. And we can rant and rave about how they need to go get a third baseman or a center fielder or another reliever or another starter. But when Lindor can't get a big hit, or Soto can't get a big hit, or Nimmo can't get a big hit, and Alonso can't get a big hit, you're not going to have a lot of success. Shout out Brett Beatty. Looked great today. Luis Torrens, 2 hits, an outstanding at-bat in that 6th inning, the 12th pitch at-bat. Like, I'm staring at contributions from the bottom of the order, and then you're setting the table. Like, Vientos gets a base hit. McNeil, 2 more walks. Your top 4, the Fab 4, as Steve called them, didn't get the job done today. Plain and simple. So that's a story as far as I'm concerned. Clay Holmes, you continue to look like you're a guy that probably should be a reliever because you look solid for 2 innings. And then later in the game, you start to implode. Yeah, I don't lose tomorrow. Don't get swept by the Reds, because we're in tiebreaker world right now where you need to win as many games as you can against teams that you're potentially going to be in contention with. And this was a tough loss. This was a disappointing loss. I know they made it fun in the 9th inning. Juan Soto probably should have been on first base after the pitch clock violation, but it's a borderline at best. And then, like, he hits a game-tying home run that's a foot foul instead, and then he strikes out on the next pitch. You know, it's just when it's not going your way, it's not going your way. That's all I got, really. This is not how you wanted to start the post All-Star break slate. You add in one other thing, just going back in time. They started 21-10, and then in the last 68 games, they're 34-34. That's almost 70 games of 500 baseball, which is just not what you want for a team with the payroll that they have and the expectations that they have. Win tomorrow, start a winning streak. That's all I can say at this point. Top of the order, be better. Be better tomorrow. Let's go Mets.